from the entire act we can see, because we are winding up today the entire act. More or less, I'm sure you understood in the light of the various judgment we have discussed, and we have carefully gone through each and every section. Any section we have not understood, any expression you have not understood, and please do feel free to ask me. Okay.
Sir, I wanted to ask sir, why is the government deliberately sabotaging the act? As you said, they are
That
deliberate.
I do not know what is the intention behind, because as a result whereof you can see the number of foreign countries not coming forward for international arbitration. India is the same reason. So we don't have institutional arbitration as it now, because that is why Section 43I, which is 2019 Act, the High Power Committee of Justice Sri Krishna has suggested this rightly. It is yet to be implemented. Maybe things will work. 1996 is a long period. When I had taught this act, I taught in the year 1996 when it came in the Government Law College. You'll be surprised. So for a couple of years, I taught this section. I mean, with this act. At the time, there was no amendment. All these judgments keep on coming, with greater intensity. So many judgments. Plethora of judgment. It is a small act containing about 60, 70 sections and so many judgments. And each part is containing hardly 25, 30 sections. Part 2 is containing only 2. It doesn't have any chapters. You can see that part 2 of the Arbitration Act, part 1 से देखेंगे आप, only originally about 43 section limitation last. Part 2 के अंदर starting from section 41 से लेकर it is ending at international arbitration 60. I mean hardly 23 sections. But so much of controversy is generated. So now you understood the entire scheme of the act and what was the meaning of Balco, the Bhatia's judgment, venture investment judgment, and the judgment of the Supreme Court in Balco. According to me, the most sensible judgment I see of yesterday is Justice Muralidhar's judgment, isn't it? How
Yes,
Justice Muralidhar interpreted the procedural law of India, and he allowed the foreign award to be passed in Delhi High Court, isn't it?
yes, sir.
He did not sustain the contention of the Indian parties, stating that the procedural law of India applies, that is the Limitation Act. No, he said no, the seat of arbitration is abroad, that is Kuala Lumpur. The Kuala Lumpur's law will apply, that is the procedural law. Though, yes, the substantive law of India, in the substantive law of India, agreement is perfect. It is agreed between the parties. It is not hit by Section 23 of the Contract Act. It is not opposed to public policy. It's beautiful judgment. It's a landmark judgment. It's a clear-cut judgment. I am impressed more by the judgment of Justice Muralidhar in the matter. I am impressed. Such judgment we require, such judges we require. A very positive judge.
Yes, sir. So if you wanted to stop the execution, if you were the lawyer and we had lost and the foreign company comes to claim their just reward and we want to stop them, what is
It
the
is at
best
the
way, sir?
time Satyam's lawyer should have pointed out to the Supreme Court, my lord, why are you sending us back to Secunderabad again? Your lordship is having powers under Article 142. Why didn't they point it out? Because even lawyers want the matter to be prolonged. So with due respect, the lawyers are not paragon of virtue. So they want their fees ticking all the time. They say, that is how it is. Profession has become more like a glorious profession. It is like a business. So it's very unfortunate. No, it is not at all correct to pinpoint against anybody. It is like that. Things have become like that. The kind of fees people are demanding and charging, running into crores of rupees, several lakhs and crores per day. It is unethical. I don't know why the Bar Council is not setting standard. Is also a different thing. It should be. When you say the profession of law is a noble profession and it is not business, it is more like a business now. It is more like a business. Yeah, और कुछ पूछना है पूछ लीजिए मेरे को.
Sir, I have a question regarding the online exams, sir,
Hmm.
and the various omissions of the Arbitration Act.
Hmm.
Sir, are we required to at least know what the omissions are? Do you think they will ask questions on the details of it?
What is the question stating what kind of omission? Just point out to my attention. Can you
So
break
the
it down?
various omissions that are in like 6A, sir,
Hmm.
or even
See, you will be able to understand the question only when you read the entire act. That is why I took you through the entire act and leading judgments of the courts. You know that judgment ke alawa, you should know the entire Bail Act, because to understand the Bail Act is not so easy without the help of the judgments. That is why I took you to the judgments of various courts, especially all Supreme Court judgment we have gone, and barring the Delhi High Court judgment of Justice Muralidhar, which I found the most magnificent piece of judgment in arbitration law. According to me, that judgment has more influenced me than any other judgments, to be frank with you. Though I never had the opportunity of appearing before Justice Muralidhar, I only heard about him in the newspaper, and after reading his judgment, I became his fan, to be frank with you.
so, sir, supposing Section 11(6)(a)
Ah,
or subsection 7, which has been omitted by the Arbitration and Conciliation Act of 2019.
19 अभी 19 का completely implement हुआ है क्या? ये देखो, ये check करो जरा आप. Is it completely implemented?
So, sir, they won't ask questions regarding the omitted sections.
It is if it is not asking, you take into consideration 16A will still remain, no? Because in the statute book, that is because if you follow the judgment of yesterday, I gave you of Justice Malhotra, the legislature has legislatively overruled the judgment of a Patel engineering case, because the intention is India to make shift towards institutional arbitration. That means the appointment is done by the Supreme Court and the High Court. Institution का भी hold पे रखा गया है. Institution का hold पे रखा गया. At the same time, Section 16, that means in fact they want to give effect to the institutional judgment by amending Section 11. When you see that 6A is now deleted from the Act here, I don't know why. Because 6A is now deleted, substituted by, it is omitted now. 201 Act is omitting that.
Yes, sir.
It is omitted. That means Patel Engineering holds good. If they want to say that, but this is not implemented, to be frank with you, they are omitting it. Whether the omission is still at a consideration stage. It is still a consideration stage.
Okay, sir.
By omitting they mean they want to implement the judgment of the Supreme Court in Patel engineering case. That means they still want to regard, they want to keep away the institution. Let the Supreme Court and High Court only appoint judges. Let there be a judicial order, and any institution which have been delegated powers, they do not have judicial power. So Section 6B is not deleted. See, Section 6B से क्या है? Then it is not a judicial order. It is again an administrative order.
Yes,
So
sir.
there's a lot of confusion and conundrum, because according to me, there is no clear-cut formula here. Section 11 is very confusing. You are bound to get confused, but you understand the way you, the following the judgment of Indumati yesterday and the Godavaram judgment which I gave you yesterday. That is Uttarakhand judgment of Uttarakhand Pure Sainik Kalyan Nigam versus Northern Coalfield Limited judgment dated 27 November 2019, given by Justice Indu Malhotra and Justice Ajay Rastogi. That is it's a good judgment. It says that the arbitrator should not decide the issue of limitation. It was given in the arbitrator should decide the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court under Section 11 should not decide the issue of limitation. it should be sent back to the arbitrators under section 16. The rule of competence is applicable. Let the arbitrator decide it. Why the Supreme Court and High Court at the time of initial stage of appointment of arbitrator want to decide the entire agreement itself? They should not do that. That is what this judgment said. That this is the latest judgment, according to me. 27 November 2019. This is even before the omission. When the act is omitted, this is subsequent to omission. See, the 33 of 2019 date of omission दिया नहीं दिया गया इसके अंदर. 20
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this judgment they will hold good of the Supreme Court of Justice Indu Malhotra and Justice Ajay Rastogi's judgment. Please mention this special leave petition number 11476 of 2018. Uttarakhand Purva Sainik Kalyan Nigam Limited is the petitioner versus Northern Coal Field Limited. So I think I have given on the net. If you are taking it out, please take it out. Yeah. Anything else? Anybody want to ask me any question?
Sir, just to add to Ava's question, sir, sometimes what they do is they say Arbitration Act of 2015, 2019, 2021. And so that time the relevant provision will
But
be
from the
deleted.
examination point of view, they won't ask for the current amendment. That is what, please, I note that. 2015 amendment पर रहिए आप. Because
Okay, sir.
I'm sure whenever even we were studying the present amendment, they never used to ask question. That is the normal practice of university.
Okay, sir.
So,
Thank you, sir.
So you don't take into consideration 2019 amendment. That is kept on hold. You go by the last amendment of 2015. समझे ना आप?
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
On that line, you go ahead. And according to me, the question also should be on the same line.
Yes, sir.
Anybody has any problem?
Sir,
So did you understand the judgment which we read today of Balko's case? Interesting, no?
yes, sir.
How different conflicting views and taking somersaults. Of course, 2-3 findings were very correct. Part 1 is not applicable. Section 9 is not applicable, and you cannot file a suit. And your remedy is to go for execution in the part 2. Then ultimately the Supreme Court is telling the Satyam, why don't you pursue the suit? रात भर it's like saying रात भर रामायण सुनने के बाद सुबह मॉर्निंग में पूछा who was Sita?
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes.
You had mentioned a case, so I was hoping, sir, if you could repeat the name. Sir, you had said Angel versus some.
Yes, that is Murlidhar judgment. I am giving you the party's name. I am giving you the judgment and details. I am giving you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
That is Argus Global, no?
Yes, sir. Argus Global versus
Argus
MMR.
Global Logistic versus NNR Global.
NNR.
Judgment dated 12th October. Angels का भी I think दिया था आपको. You are right. I am coming to Angels. That is on one point, I think, yes, I had given you Angel. I remember it. I had done it. एक मिनट देता हूँ, मैं अभी आपको देता हूँ. Argus Global. Angel का yes मिला मेरे को. Yeah. Angel Infin Private Limited versus Enjoy Industries. That is the judgment dated January 2027. I'll just take it out. I'll explain to you the judgment. That is Bombay High Court का Justice Deshmukh का judgment. That is on the point of award can be given, excess award. Open this. Judgment dated 17 January 2017. It's a judgment of Justice D.K. Deshmukh, who was one of the intelligent judges of the Bombay High Court. Here the interest rate was 27% was granted. Because under the Interest Act, Section 3, the court cannot grant penal interest. But Section 4 says, if any particular provision permits you, the parties by consent can do that. So this is one of the judgment which says that here.
So can you give the name of the party, sir?
Name of the party, Angel Infin Private Limited versus Mrs. Angel, ANGEL, Angel Infin Private Limited versus Mrs. Ejoy Industries, ECHJAY, Echoy Industries Limited. Judgment of Justice Deshmukh of the Bombay High Court. मिला ना आपको? Then open it up. 17 January.
नहीं मिल रहा है, sir.
17 January 2007. Okay. So this is on the point of interest, because under the Arbitration Act, new act, you know that 2% additional interest can be given. So 18% is under the old act.
So, sir, then the Interest Act also will apply, right?
Ji? Now, when this law with regard to interest was passed, see that when that is section interest provision is 29. Yeah, that is section 34 के ऊपर है. Application for setting aside the 34 नहीं 30. I'm sorry, 31 में आएगा. Yes, section 31 में आएगा. See, when you please kindly see explanation, section 31 में form and contents of arbitral award. Explanation में 1B is added. 1B is added 1. This is 2015 amendment. It says a sum directed to be paid by the arbitral award shall, unless award otherwise direct, carry interest at the rate of 2% higher than the current rate of interest prevalent under the date of the award from the date of the award. So the higher rate of interest, that is Banking Regulation Act check karo RBI के हिसाब से, and section 80 of the Negotiable Instrument Act, which provides 18%. So now 2% additional you can charge. Now this is the correct, so please note that. Explanation C, the expression current rate of interest shall have the same meaning under subclause 1(2) of the Interest Act of 1978. So if you see the Interest Act,
So the Interest Act section 3, 4 and 3 subclause 3 applies also.
yes, section 3 tells you you cannot charge more, but section 4 tells you if there is any other law which permits that law is binding. Interest Act निकालता हूँ मैं, किधर है अभी? Yeah, Interest Act. Yeah, section 3 tells you power of the court to allow interest. Power of the court to allow interest. Then subclause 3 check karo, nothing in this section shall apply in relation to any debt damages. Then C shall empower the court to allow interest upon interest. So there is no penal interest. Section 3(3) clause 3. By consent you can do that, but the parties by consent can fix it up. Come to section 4, interest payable under certain enactment. Notwithstanding anything contained in section 3, interest shall be payable in all cases in which it is payable by by virtue of any enactment or other rules of law usage having the force of law. So, notwithstanding any aforesaid, without prejudice to the generality of the provision, the court shall, in the following cases, allow the interest on the date specified below so and so. Interest shall not be allowed. So, Section 4 permits you, under the law laid down under the provisions of Arbitration Act, will prevail with regard to extra, taking into consideration Section 4. So, Section Interest Act bar under Section 3 will not come into play. Section
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that is, you read it here, मालूम हो जाएगा, उससे हो जाएगा. So Section 3 के हिसाब से again what should be the current market rate? You please see the Banking Regulation Act, RBI Act, उसमें मिल जाएगा. Or you see Section 80 of the Negotiable Instrument Act. In the absence of agreement between the parties, 80 will apply. Then ये यहाँ के अंदर 2% additional interest you can charge. So these two judgments, one of the Bombay High Court, which I gave you right now, permits you, that is a judgment of Justice G.K. Deshmukh, and also judgment of the Delhi High Court, that is Argus Global Logistic versus NNR Globus. That is observations of Justice observations of Delhi High Court, Justice S. Muralidhar. In that regard, you can see on the point in paragraph number 30. There is nothing in the present case to suggest the enforcement of the impugn award, which is essentially a money decree, would compel Argus to do something which is prohibitory, contrary to law, as prevailing in India. In other words, the encroachment so and so is from the objection, the award is enforceable. As regard the challenge to award, see paragraph number 28 check karo. As regard the challenge of the award in respect of compound interest awarded by the arbitrator, it is pointed out by NNR that 8% interest compound so and so, simple interest over 3 years, right in the submission in the mere grant of compound interest cannot be per se said to be so and so policy of India. Even in the context of award under the Arbitration Act 1940, it was observed by the Supreme Court in Renu Sagar Power Limited, General Electric case, that the award of compound or so and so consistent with the terms of the contract opposed to policy is possible. So when you see Renu Sagar judgment is of the Supreme Court. He is given under there's a domestic arbitration for. So these two judgments are sufficient for you. Okay. Augusta and judgment of Justice Muralidhar, Delhi and Madras, and the section 31 7B, an explanation. Subsection 7, this is subsection 7 clause 1B. Okay. Because this is prior to the amending act, subsequent to the amending act, 2016 के position के बाद है. In the year 2015, it was 18%. When you see the old amendment under the provisions of section, the clause B, it says that a sum directed to be paid by arbitral award shall, unless award otherwise direct, carry at the rate of 18% per annum from the date of the award. So earlier it was 18%. Now this is to be deleted now. Please note that, read this, 2% higher than the current rate of interest. So current rate अगर 18 रहेगा तो 2% extra, 20%. Because this is with a view to discourage parties from filing appeals, filing setting aside. Pay the money immediately under the award. Why you want to prolong it further? जितना प्रोलॉन्ग करेंगे उतना नुकसान है आपका. या और कुछ है? एनी प्रॉब्लम्स?
So, one thing I don't understand about the KK Modi case, sir.
KK Modi case, it tells you what ingredients of the agreement. What should the agreement contain? Agreement should be valid. That is the international
So,
agreement.
rules of arbitration, sir, basically.
Yes, arbitration agreement under section 2 and section 7 के अंदर, that will be useful to you. The point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 दिए ना, Justice KK Modi judgment, Justice Sujata Manohar has given. Just go through that. They are very simple. They are in conformity with the Act. They are in conformity with the provisions of section 23 and 7 of the Indian Contract Act. They should not be opposed to public policy, and also they are in conformity with the provisions of the New York Convention and also the Geneva Convention. When see section 48 check करेंगे आप of the international arbitration, उसमें incorporate किया गया वो. So it is nothing
Thank
new.
you, sir.
When you read that, you will come to know section 48 check करो उसके अंदर how the agreement should be. That is a condition for enforcement of the foreign award. 48 के अंदर दिया है, and also the provisions of section 57. 57 deals with the Geneva Convention awards. दोनों more or less same है. There are not maximum differences. Only under the provisions of a New York Convention, the agreement, international agreement mean the agreement should be in writing. That is section 44(4)(a). Whereas in 53 Geneva Convention award में agreement of arbitration, it doesn't say in writing. It can be more scope is given here. Pursuant to an agreement of arbitration. So it doesn't specify to that effect.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. और कुछ पूछना है पूछ लीजिए. We can wind up. What is the time now? 7 o'clock?
It's 7:10.
Sir, it's
Yeah.
7:10, sir.
7:10. कुछ पूछना है पूछ लीजिए, and tomorrow we will solve your question papers.
So those MCQs also that I had sent, sir, we can solve some of those also, sir.
Some MCQs I think which are pending. Are there anything pending from the last questions?
So about 5-6 are pending from last, but that send you like 10.
I can finish it right now. Finish करो, देखो.
Sir, one thing I wanted to just confirm, sir.
हाँ जी.
The SBP company versus Patel Engineering case overruled the Konkan Railway versus Rani Construction case,
Yes,
right?
it overrules all the judgment. Ador Sonia judgment, Konkan Railway judgment, where the view of the Supreme Court was that the order passed under Section 11 was an administrative order and not a judicial order. So as a result, whereas in Patel Engineering, they have taken the view that it is a judicial order. The reason why I will tell you that, because when it is an administrative order, you cannot go to Supreme Court directly. You will have to challenge the administrative order only in the High Court under Article 226. Like police is passing order, their administrative order. You have learned the administrative law of India, isn't it?
Yes,
administrative law में all the administration के अंदर police officer, municipal corporation, all these instrumentality of the state under Article 12, Zilla Parishad. So these are all administrative officers, police officer. Their orders are challenged in the writ petition under Article 226. So scope of Article 226 is more wider than the scope of Article 32. Article 32 is confined to only enforcement of fundamental rights before the Supreme Court. Whereas Article 226 you can come for not only enforcement of fundamental rights and also other constitutional rights, administrative right, principles of natural justice, various. So what 226 is a wider one. So 226 under the High Court rule, the matters are taken up by a single judge. समझे ना आप? Whereas under the provisions of the old Act, the 96 Act, the arbitrator was to be appointed by the Chief Justice of the High Court, not the other judges, only Chief Justice. So, when a Chief Justice is passing his order appointing or rejecting, not appointing arbitrator, it can only be, you cannot go to Supreme Court earlier under Article 136 SLP, because it is not a judicial order then. It was an administrative order. So that means you will have to come and challenge it in the High Court before a single judge who may be junior to the Chief Justice. Samjhe na? So,
Yes, sir.
so they felt it is an embarrassing situation. The order of a senior man is being challenged before a senior man. Samjhe na aap? So that
Yes,
is the
sir.
controversy. That is why they removed the word. That is why they removed the word Chief Justice in Section 11. Only it is mentioned Supreme Court and High Court. So when earlier the Supreme Court and the High Court can delegate the functions of appointing to institutions and junior judges in the city civil court and district court. Now that designation is not permitted. देखिए ना आप, they can
Yes,
only
sir.
designate now, only High Court will give to other High Court judge. समझे ना? अभी designation भी permit किया तो the designated authority का order is not a judicial order. समझे ना? It is only confined and only the High Court appointing the order, rejecting application under 11, it will be considered as a judicial order. So you need not go to any judge in the High Court to embarrass anybody position of a senior junior. So directly go to Supreme Court, who is the superior to the High Court. समझे ना आप? So under
Yes, sir.
Article 136, the special leave powers can be invoked only in respect of judicial orders, not administrative orders. Sanjay? So as a student of administrative law, you'll understand this. So just go back to your administrative lectures and you open it up. So you read the meaning, read the scope of the matters falling under Article 226 and read the scope of the matters falling under Article 32 and 136. So that is the meaning before it. So that is the
Sir,
intention.
I have a question.
Ji boliye.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Why do we have two separate chapters in terms of New York Convention and Geneva Convention, where actually the wordings are almost same? Can't they be consolidated into one single chapter?
That depends upon the international community, because Geneva Convention is the oldest convention when the League of Nations was in existence prior to after the First World War. समझे ना आप? That is the first document and record. समझे? 37 का agreement है वो. So the France will not like it if you remove it. There will be ego clashes between France and New York. झगड़ा हो जाएगा in the sense इसका Europe का and America का. So under
But
the
since
see, I will tell you,
League of Nations,
listen to me. Under the Geneva Convention award, the law was that after the arbitration is held, then you are required to file proceedings in the court for a declaration that the arbitration was properly held following the law. Then second time execution hoega. That is the difference here. But under the New York Convention, that anomaly was removed. There was no need to file a separate suit for a declaration that the proceedings were conducted properly or not. And in the enforcement proceeding itself, that can be taken care of. So here also now, some of the grounds more or less same, but ek do omissions हैं इसके अंदर. You minutely go through, and I will tell you what are the difference in the two act under the two convention. There are differences. For example, one is agreement. Agreement का difference है, and date of execution अलग है, isn't it? So that was an award. That was a provision enacted during the time of a League of Nations, which was prevailing at the time of after the World War, when everybody wanted to unite, and many countries became signatories. When they found that the procedure was little lengthy, then United Nations was formed, and then the League of Nations collapsed. That you know the history. You have to know the history of League of Nations क्या है. यूनाइटेड नेशन क्या है? तो यूनाइटेड नेशन के 4 ऑफिसेस हैं अभी, यू नो देन, फ्रैंक यूएस के अंदर 2 ऑफिसेस है, न्यूयॉर्क के अंदर है, अनदर इज फ्रांसिस्को, व्हाट इज दिस प्लेस वेयर द फर्स्ट मीटिंग टुक प्लेस, वहां पे है, देन वियना के अंदर है, हेग्स के अंदर है, देन जमाइका के अंदर, कहाँ में दे दी, साउथ अफ्रीका में, इधर कौन सी कंट्री है, अनदर कंट्री, विच इज द कंट्री, यू रिमेंबर इट? 1 minute. So there are 4 head offices with regard to the New York Convention. Hague may be a Netherlands. Netherlands में the court set up किया, international court. So this is all under the United Nations, which is more elaborate one. So yes, the 2 different countries are having 2 different conventions. They are more happy with it. And India is a signatory to both. It is your option to take up your matter because Europe is more happy with the Geneva Convention, and American countries and other countries are more happy with New York Convention. The difference is not much now. Both the awards are executable in the same manner. So that's not a big problem. It is only they do not want to remove it. It's a historical document. Huh? It's a historical document where Europe is very proud of. If somebody is proud of the achievement, and who are we to nullify it? Samjhe? So we will take up the remaining question. 5 questions are there in the alternative.
Hello, sir.
What was the last question we settled?
Sir, Ghanshyam has a question, sir.
Yes, boliye.
Sir, what is the position after the 2019 amendment in case of order made under the Section 11?
So that you will have to see the judgment of the Supreme Court in the Uttarakhand Purva Sainik's case. I gave you yesterday.
Yes.
Judgment dated 27/10/11/2019 of Justice Indu Malhotra and Ajay Rastogi. वो judgment follow करो आप.
ठीक है sir.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the position.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other question? So I will now, if no other questions, you may reserve your question later on. We can deal with the other remaining 5-6 questions. Which was the last question, Ashish? We dealt.
So we have to start from 39, sir.
39. Okay. Yeah, 39 says, yeah, 38 ho gaya. In case of 3 arbitrators, the 3rd arbitrator shall act as presiding arbitrator. That is section 11(1)(3). Open kar lijiye. Section 11(1)(3) is the answer. 11(1)(3) tells you the 3rd arbitrator shall act as a presiding arbitrator. 11(1)(3) is the answer. Okay. Now, question number 40. Which of the following special act does not provide for arbitration in respect of dispute covered by the act? Yes, we spoke here, Land Acquisition Act, Consumer Act, in the Easement Act. So Easement Act doesn't provide. These are all related to your easementary rights. They are right in rem. When the rights in rem are involved, public rights are involved, the arbitration doesn't come into play. It's a contractual obligation. Whereas in the matter of land acquisition, 2 owners can agree for arbitration. In the matter of Cantonment Act, if the dispute between 2 cantonment people, they can agree for forwarding contract. It's a agent and principal can agree for arbitration. Whereas in Easement Act, if I take up the plea that I have a right to go from your plot of land to temple and a mosque or a church, that is a right in rem. It is not a private right. It is a public right. So in a public right matter, there cannot be arbitration. We learned it. Ayyappa Swami's case. Ayya Swami. Jaglija. Easement Act will be out. Easement Act doesn't provide for arbitration. Yes. Next. Now 41. During conciliation proceeding, a party to the dispute shall not initiate judicial proceeding except with the permission of the conciliator, preservation of his right, with permission of the court, with the consent party. Here it is for preserving his right. That is section 77 check करो आप. I think we went through this section and we'll again go through for the sake of repetition. Yeah, section 77 देखिए, resort to arbitral or judicial proceeding. The party shall not initiate during the conciliation proceeding any arbitral judicial proceeding in respect of any dispute that is a subject matter of conciliation proceeding, except that a party may initiate arbitral judicial proceeding where in his opinion, meaning in the opinion of the party itself, such proceedings are necessary for preserving his rights. If you feel that the conciliation proceeding में time लग रहा है, नहीं आ रहा है, he is encroaching upon your right and you need to go for injunction, nothing prevents you from going to the civil court to protect your legal right. Suppose a defendant is preventing you from enjoying your land. Maybe he is encroaching upon your land or he is trying to sell your property. So you can go to the court of law to get an order of injunction. So section 77 is the answer. Now 42. In part 1 of the Arbitral Conciliation Act, no judicial authority shall intervene with the arbitration proceeding except, number 1, for setting aside the award, for removal of the arbitrator, modification of the award, for replacing the award. Here actually it says section 8, prima facie, when no agreement exists. See that section 8, that means actually to set aside the award. A रहेगा answer. Section 8 में खोलिए आप. So under section 8, the judicial authority can refuse to send the matter to arbitration if he is prima facie. Section 8, court or refer the party to arbitration unless it finds prima facie no valid arbitration agreement exists. So while deciding the suit, the court may set aside the award. If the other party is invoking or relying upon it, actually it is not correctly worded. Section 42 may A, B, C are not correctly worded. The correct wording is a prima facie arbitration. The court can refuse reference on the ground that prima facie there is no valid agreement. That should be the answer. So according to me, I am not happy with any of these answers. That is a setting aside, removal of arbitrator, modification for replacing. All seems to be incorrect. So the nearest test you have to go by for examination point of view for setting aside the award, which is actually not his power. The court may go on with the suit. The court will grant the relief sought by the plaintiff in the suit without being bothered about the arbitration award, unless the other party is amending the plaint and takes up the plea that the award is not binding. Yes, if the plaintiff takes up the plea that the arbitral award, the arbitration award which may have been passed may be set aside. Like Sikandrabad's case. In Venture Global versus Sundaram Satyam's case, the City Civil Court of the Andhra Pradesh has entertained a suit on the ground that the international award passed may be set aside. So on that ground, this is correct. Answer A is correct. In fact, the Supreme Court in Balco says in paragraph number 90, while discussing the Ventures case, the rejection of application under Order 7, Rule 11 not correct, and the order of the High Court dismissing the appeal not correct. So we are setting aside both the orders and will remand the matter back to the court for decision of the matter in accordance with law. Despite holding Supreme Court holding in the matter of international arbitration, no suit would lie and no injunction can be granted. These are the observations given. So these are conflicting observations. Okay. 43 में आ जाइए अभी. Which type of cases are not dealt by Lok Adalat? compoundable criminal cases, family dispute, non-compoundable criminal cases, motor accident. So it's non-compoundable offences. That is, please come to section 22 में देखो आप of the Lok Adalat Act check करो आप. Lok Adalat में that is a Legal Services Act में आ जाइए. Lok Adalat is governed by Lok Adalat Act. That is a Legal Services Act. So it is confusing you. The draftman. So Lok Adalat Act ऐसा कोई नहीं है. That is a they are bound by the Legal Services Act of 1987. So when you see section 22C1, 22C check करें. Cognizance of cases by the permanent Lok Adalat. Please see 22C. Open करें. It says any party to a dispute may, before the dispute is brought before any court, make an application to the permanent Lok Adalat for settlement of dispute, provided that permanent Lok Adalat shall not have jurisdiction in respect of matters relating to an offence not compoundable under the law. Now, what offences are compoundable, not compoundable? See section 320 of the CRPC. मालूम ना? Section 320 CRPC says, even in matters which are non-compoundable, such as cruelty under section 498A, so the courts should not invoke inherent powers as a matter of course, rarest of cases. So here, non-compoundable cases के लिए section 320 CRPC check कर लो. If you can open section 320 CRPC, I will just show you what are the offences compoundable, non-compoundable. CRPC में पढ़े हम लोगों ने. So list of cases is given. See, power to proceed against, then see compounding of offences. The offences punishable under the section specified in the first two columns may be compounded by the person, and second column not compoundable. So इसमें big column लिखा गया है. There are several offences which are compoundable and non-compoundable offences we mentioned here. Death, 302, murder cannot be compoundable. Robbery cannot be compoundable. Isn't it? And attempt to murder is not compoundable. Cruelty also not compoundable. POSCO offences, children's ke liye, they are not compoundable. Yeah? All offences against women, outraging the modesty of women, they are not compoundable. So, rightly so, Lok Adalat ke paas you cannot go. There's a embargo is rightly contained. Section 22C, subclause 1 is the answer in proviso. Please see, that is the provisions of a remember this, बाजू में लिख लीजिए आप. The provisions of Legal Services Authority Act 1987. Then 44 पे आ जाइए. Recourse to a court against arbitral award may be made only. Party to dispute is not happy with the award. Even number of arbitrators are appointed by the parties. Party is unable to present his case. Party is not satisfied with the award. I think even number of arbitrators are appointed. So recourse to arbitral court against proceeding may be made. Even numbers are there. So the court will hold under section 8. So the agreement is defective. Agreement is not because the even number. Section 10 tells you have to have odd number of the arbitrators. Okay. That is the case. Even number is not permissible here.
Not option C, a party was unable to present his case.
How is unable to present his case? Even B will come into play here. Was he prevented? If he is unable, if he is prevented, if he was not given the fair opportunity, yes, it can be also. B and C also. Section 9 tells you, 19, party should be given the fair opportunity. Come back to section 19. 18 में आ जाए, equal treatment for the parties. Section 18. The arbitrator shall treat equal treatment. So the question is very vague here. It doesn't say a party is unable to present his case, whether he had no advocate, whether he doesn't know the law, whether he was not given opportunity, not given. But the best answer seems to be even number of arbitrators appointed by the parties. That is against Section 10 mandate. So according to me, the nearest answer should be B, not C. C is quite doesn't come into play. Open Section 10. Section 10 says the parties are free to determine the number of arbitrators provided. Such number shall not be even number. So this agreement is in violation of Section 10. Then how arbitration can go on? That means there's a defect in the agreement. Arbitrator has no jurisdiction to proceed. That should be your answer. Not C if it is given here. What does the answers provide here? C is given. No, I don't think C is correct. The draftman, whoever has prepared, is completely misled. Okay?
Yes, sir. So what should we do if we get such confusing questions in exams, sir?
But you should know, but you can point out here, it should be C, it should be B because there's Section 10 mandates. But the C is concerned according to this is my, if I am the student who understood, I will write this. I will challenge the teacher who has prepared this. Go in verification. Why should he give wrong answer? If you have read the act is saying clearly.
But sir, in online exams, they have specifically said that since it's an MCQ and DTQ format, that they won't verify our paper after we finish, and the marks that they give us will be final.
But if the question paper itself is wrong, how the student should be blamed? Tell me. For the mistake of court, party cannot suffer. You know that now, for the mistake of the advocate, party cannot suffer. Similarly, for the mistake of the teacher, university or college, why should the student suffer? That means, are you being induced to give a wrong answer?
Yes, sir. Mostly for CPC, CRPC, when there was a tricky, controversial question.
If you are very
I
sure,
did give a controversial answer.
if you are very sure, since I told you keep on reading the Baer Act and underline the explanation, if you are sure, write the right answer. You can later on challenge them. You can take my help in challenge if you want. I will give you my full support.
Thank you, sir.
But sir, the college.
During Mrs. Rao's time, when she was the principal, many matters you used to come for verification going to the High Court. She used to entrust me with the matter. When moderators have made mistakes and all, rarest of rare matters I used to correct. And I tell the students where their mistake is correct and where the examiner has made a mistake, I'll point out both. Even examiners sometimes don't know what they are giving marks for, why they are withholding the mark for. So they are not understood the question. That is very unfortunate. Like the parliament never understood the provision. What you can say. So it is like the case of Alice in Wonderland, isn't it? Curier and curier, cruisier and curier. That is the
Curious and curious.
yes, that is Alice in Wonderland.
But sir, here college doesn't disclose the answer paper to us.
No, college has to be transparent under the university rules. You can seek. You can say that I want revaluation. You have a right to see. I have given the correct answer, and you see that this point out the section and point out the law.
But by specific notification, college said that revolution is not allowed in online exams.
Then, according to me, that approach is wrong. If the college says it is wrong, it has to.
Right.
The college should take proper precaution to ask correct questions. So some of the answers are wrong here. I have seen myself. So I am giving you the illustration. I am giving you the section when I am giving you the answer. I will not plainly go by what the university and syllabus and examiners are given. They make mistake. Because law is keep on changing. Whatever is written in the old books is not the same thing. See, many of the old books are being edited. The publisher may be a big name professor, but he may not be having time to see it being edited by some junior students, some students who are new, and they may not have kept in touch, tuned with the law, unless somebody is very smart and find out, yes, this is the jurisdiction, this has changed, this is the position. They can point out. In my days also, then when I was teaching, I could point out a lot of mistakes. It happens. We all make mistake. We learn our mistake. Don't worry. ठीक है, आज के लिए wind up करेंगे, and tomorrow we can solve the 2-3 question papers which may be last lecture tomorrow. Okay.
हाँ महाराज.
Okay. That is university question paper 2019. Only 2 years का solve करेंगे. 2 years का 2019, 218. Okay, enough. More or less same is repeated. Otherwise, you know everything. Now, these 44, 50 questions are enough for you. And university के 2 question papers हम देख लेंगे हम लोग. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Law of evidence MCQ also there.
Thank
no?
you, sir.
हाँ जी, अभी कुछ नहीं, because I do not want to waste your time and you can devote your time. But you are most welcome to any time, any problem रहेगा तो do call me. I will help you out. Huh? So
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
Law of evidence
tomorrow.
also.
अभी
MCQ?
evidence तो पूरा खत्म हो गया. Any problem रहेगा तो
MCQ,
पूछ लो मेरे को.
MCQ.
The evidence we have completed substantially. We read the entire act, all judgment. So many subjects we have covered with you this session, according to me. CPC, CRPC, Limitation Act, the DPC, evidence as well as arbitration. 5, 6, 7 subjects we have covered.
No, sir. I'm talking about MCQ paper. MCQs.
MCQ मतलब क्या होता है?
मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चन जैसा अभी हमने किया ना ये वाला.
अभी तो क्या अभी 50 क्वेश्चन किया. अभी यूनिवर्सिटी का टॉल करता हूँ. यूनिवर्सिटी के 2019, 2018 at the most 3 years से करेंगे. 3 question papers only. Okay, not
Okay.
beyond that, because they are all repetition. Okay, just
Okay,
3
sir.
question paper. We'll select the last 3 question papers. 2019 से स्टार्ट होता है. 2019, 2018 के अंदर दो पेपर हैं. We'll solve
Okay,
them.
sir.
We'll find out. Okay. Otherwise, if you have any problem, you can always send a message to me. I'll be available to you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All the
Thank
best
you
to
so much, sir. Good night.
Okay. My
Thank
pleasure.
you, sir.
Tomorrow मिलेंगे. I will tell you what time tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Sir, tomorrow can we discuss those MCQs that I had sent, sir, those 8-10 pages, if you think that's important?
वो MCQ कहाँ से यूनिवर्सिटी के हैं क्या हो?
नहीं सर, वो जॉब वाला के हैं सर.
I have not been able to take it out. I will discuss from the university level if I can get it, because my printer is not working. But let us see. We'll पहले university check कर लेंगे ना. University is more important, ना? Or
Yes,
MCQ
sir.
is more important.
Yes, sir.
But Jawala is only giving you from the university question papers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I will directly come with the
So,
university papers.
I have
Okay?
the Jawala book also. So the MCQs that we've discussed in class also.
yes,
So
we'll
it's in the
discuss.
Jawala.
We'll discuss the Jawala also. We'll discuss MCQ, and we'll essentially deal with the university question paper. And incidentally, those put up the question to me, I will deal with them, because since we know the entire act and also so many judgments, we can handle it. According to me, even you can handle it. All of you can handle it. You may not even require my intervention, but of course, I will tomorrow sit with you for a couple of hours. Tomorrow's last, then you too help it. And in case you have any problem still, you do contact me. No problem. Okay.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Okay, sir.
Tomorrow
Good
evening,
night, sir.
Tomorrow evening 6 o'clock ही रख लेंगे. 6 to 9.
Fine, fine,
Okay, bye.
fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Hello.